Hello. How are you, my Irish, right? You're from Ireland? How are you doing? Things have been pretty good here. Yeah. I got pretty good memory. I like to make those first connections. Hello. Associations, that's what I mean. I like to make those initial associations right as I meet someone, and that helps me remember who they are. Where am I from? From San Francisco Bay Area. How about you? Where are you guys from? Right now, currently, and I'm kind of like standing weird. It's because I have a tennis ball rolling out my back here on the wall. Oh, it's interesting you say I look like a dentist. I just went to the dentist the other day, and oh, that reminds me, I have to email them really quick about something. I had my teeth x-rays and whatnot, and they said that my teeth look good. So, oh yeah, Metallica. I feel like this is where a lot of places start. You guys, Green Day started here as well, here specifically in my town. So that's pretty wild. Let's see. Reminding myself to email my dentist. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Where are you from? Yes, California. San Francisco Bay Area is where I am at. Woo! And I've got, for all you newcomers, thank you. Oh, wow. Hello from South Africa. That's amazing. Yeah, not really teeth whitening very often. Seldom do I do that. I hardly don't drink coffee very much, don't smoke, and I am just super on top of my hygiene these days. I've gone through phases where I wasn't great about my hygiene, but these days I'm pretty consistent and on top of it. So yeah, where are you guys from? Enough about me. I want to know more about you guys. All of you from everywhere. Hello. People, let's not bring politics into this. Right now what I'm doing is I'm taking this tennis ball and I'm foam rolling. If you have a foam roller, you could do that too. I'm taking this tennis ball and I'm rolling out my back because I tend to hold a lot of tension like on the muscles on either side of my spine. So when you like spread out your shoulder blades, you have muscles underneath too. And so if you take a tennis ball and you roll that out, it feels so good. If you haven't done that before, I highly recommend. And so yeah, my channel is about a lot of different things. Right now I'm currently mostly focusing on fitness, and so I am, you probably maybe could tell from a couple of videos I've made, they're about workouts that I've been getting in, and I guess some other random life things too. But and also I'd like to incorporate some psychology and business administration stuff that I got. I mean, maybe that's not super interesting, but I don't know. In terms of my degrees or my interest in fitness. What would be interesting to you guys to see? What's in the mind? Ooh, Slovenia. That's really cool. Hello from India. Germany. Wow. Hello. Yeah, I've been working out for a while, so I guess you could say, yeah, I've got a gym body. Denmark, that's awesome. From Texas, that's really cool. Hello from India. Sid's from India. I like the Hulk emojis. That's really cool. Me too, says Connor. Do you work out regularly? I would say right now, because I'm working out from home, I'm not working out as much, honestly, or at least like not as intensely as I was before. Okay, now I will actually get into some stretching, so let's stretch and talk. Now, if I were working out at the gym, then yeah, I would probably be working out with actual machines and with a little bit more intensity, but right now I'm just kind of working out at home with a couple dumbbells and making it work that way, mostly because I'm tired of the gym, ironically. I've had memberships for, upwards of 7 or so years, and I'm seeing a lot more of a difference in just paying attention to my nutrition, and so a lot more difference in my physique, I should say. For example, I did a bodybuilding show in 2021, and mind you, that was like towards the end of COVID. The gyms, well, it might have been 2020, whichever time the gyms were still closed. I was doing a bodybuilding prep and didn't have access to a gym, so I had to work out at home, and I just thought to myself, how the heck am I gonna make any sort of change in my body if I can't work out that hard? And boom, like 4 months in, dropped like 20 pounds. I was like, whoa, okay, so it really is possible to lose weight and not have a gym membership. It just blew my mind. And so right now, kind of while I'm trying to conserve finances and also just take out the logistics of having to drive there and drive back, because for me personally, I don't live by a gym. Every time when I had a gym membership, I had to drive at least 20 minutes to get to a gym, whereas most people have access between like 5 and 10 minutes of driving time. And so it just for me doesn't make sense to drive 20 to 30 minutes to go to a gym when I can just be like, all right, well, I'm on a little bit of a break, I might as well get in some sets and reps here at home. It takes out all the logistics, all of the thinking time, all of that. It just makes more sense, and then it's just not as expensive. I don't have to go through gas, I don't have to go through tolls, none of that. It's just way cheaper. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing that. So a super long answer for that. For what if I work out regularly? I'm trying to. I mean, that's kind of also why I'm holding a bit more live Zooms or live YouTube live things, because I need to hold myself accountable, and I'll probably hold you guys accountable too, right? Like whoever's here, whoever wants to get in a little bit of a workout. I'm kind of thinking we could do chest and tries today, maybe even a little bit of glutes for us girlies who are trying to get some strong glutes, or at least keep them that way. But yeah, I'm not an Aussie from America. I don't know if I wish I was from Aussie or not, but maybe you are? Is that why you're asking? If I do yoga, I used to do yoga like every day for 6 months. I had my little stint, and it's because I was meeting up with some friends here in town. But then I got a pretty early morning job, and it kind of just dissipated since then. I don't even think they meet up anymore, so that's a bummer. So yeah, yeah, lacrosse ball is pretty good. Thank you, Wes. And a lot of Indians here. I'm worried for your safety now. What do you mean by that, my dear Christian car? A lot of Indians here. I'm worried for your safety now. Why is that? Hi, Berry. I'm pretty good. How are you? Afonso? Seems like you're asking if I'm an Aussie. I don't. I might look like one, but I don't know if I sound like one. I do have a degree of I have both of my degrees up here on my wall. So I have, there we go, my associates in psychology right there, and then my bachelor's right there. So yeah, it is, psychology's definitely been an interest of mine for a long time. And that's sort of why I got my degree there. And so, people will say like, oh, it totally helps, to understand people, and, they try to make it into such a positive thing. And there's my cat wanting my attention everywhere I go. And sometimes I think like, really, was it really like that helpful? I don't know, because I feel like I kind of understood people either way. But yeah, I guess now I just have the degree for it, the certificate, the paper to show that I have an interest in it. Let's see. Thank you guys. I like your glasses. Thank you. I got a free one. Oh, interesting. That would be kind of convenient to. I got free 1 year Skippy peanut butter for you. I cannot tell if that's real or not. Do you want to get some pizza? I like pizza. I'm kind of on a cut right now. So I don't know if I can. And plus I'm also taken, so I don't know if this is like some sort of way to go on a date or something. So yeah, I'm from San Fran, Bay Area. Buy a chirp wheel for your back. I've never heard of that before. Yes, you did see a kitty cat. Man, I am. More of your cat would increase your views. Oh my gosh. Hi from New Jersey. I'm having such a hard time keeping up with all the comments you got. What's your cat's name? His name is Prince. But I thought it was really funny. I want to start calling him Batman because, like, look at his face. It kind of looks like he's wearing a mask in my mind. So yeah. Oh, that's an interesting question. Do you think having an interest in psychology makes you suffer more? I had taken some class, it was called Roots of Hell. It was definitely for my psychology degree, and it was a very interesting class, and it was kind of on that premise of like, and I think I've taken some other topics within a psychology class, like, because you know more about the human condition, do we suffer more? And I think I'd say no, and just in my perspective, because just because we know more about ourselves doesn't mean that we suffer more. I think maybe that's what you mean. I kind of feel like we don't suffer more if we know more about ourselves. If I know more about something, I feel like cool. Like now I can use that knowledge to better. I feel like I used to suffer. You feel like I used to feel like knowing more was hard. And I think that's just a perspective. Now I don't feel that way at all. I don't even associate the two of like knowing more. I think that's what you mean though, right? Like it's not solely just my interest in psychology, but it's how much I know because of psychology. Like the abnormal psychology and then just deep things about people and their capacities and dark places that they can go. Yeah. It's just an extreme. You know, it's one. Oh my gosh, my hand's like gonna cramp up because he wants me to scratch him so hard. It's just one extreme over another. Like, you have your normal people that are so dang normal. And then you have your abnormal people who are so not normal. And I don't know, like eventually you kind of just aren't thinking so much about it. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but shall we get into our workout today? Hopefully. Hopefully you're ready. All you need is a cat and some dumbbells. We're gonna do probably just what I did last week. You don't really need to change up what you're doing as much as you need to change up the intensity and the techniques and just keep up with consistent working out. So, what did I eat for breakfast? I know, all you need is a cat. Because they're just kind of the best. They're so entertaining. These cats, yeah, they just keep me entertained for sure. And so what did I eat for breakfast? Well, today I had, and this has been kind of my everyday routine, although I kind of had it backwards today. I have oatmeal so I have 30 grams, and I measure everything. 30 grams of oatmeal, a little bit of cinnamon on top, some water, throw that in the microwave. Then I take it out, top it with 30 grams of frozen blueberries, 7 grams of chocolate chip chunk, and then 3 grams of chia seeds, 6 grams of pepita seeds. What is the other thing? There's something else. A little bit more cinnamon. Oh, and then like 15 to 20 grams, depending on how much protein I'm already having, protein powder on top. So it's not like super chalky, but it's also not super thick either. Oh my gosh, I'm covered in cat hair already. So yeah, so that gives me a macro breakdown that's very satisfying. That's great for breakfast and very, very filling. Let's see. I want to get back to the psychology one. The reason why, because I see a lot of things in the news that fall into pattern escalations and interesting. Well, I mean, let's definitely keep up. I like where that conversation is going, but yeah, let's get in a little workout. I don't know if there's a way to, I don't know, message me somehow with, or just continue talking about it here. It's not really super distracting, but yeah, we will want to get in a set of chest press. Let's start off with chest press. Hopefully we're a little bit more warmed up if we stretch out our chest. So, I don't know, really. And of course my cat thinks I want to pet him from behind. Gonna take advantage of every angle he can. He is such a goof. Can you guys see him? So I guess, I mean, it works. I'm still stretching out my chest and he's getting a neck scratch. I would let my hair down, however, it's gonna get in my face. I will take it out probably later. I was doing some steps earlier. Yeah, he does. He works out too. That's funny. He does get the zoomies like at random times. Just bursts of energy, and it's so funny. Both of them do. And then seems like he gets like pent up with anger. He'll go to a scratch post and just let the scratch post have it. It's so funny. But yeah. So cute. Okay, if we were ready. Oh my gosh, I am covered in cat hair. Oh my god, it just doesn't stop. Ah! Okay. Let's go with set number 1. Multitasking, yeah. Alright. I don't have any music. And just for reference, these are 25s. These are my 25 dumbbells. Been kind of working on my chest press for a while, so this isn't super heavy for me. This is honestly, if you compare it to a barbell, this is how much a barbell weighs, so I'm only really working with a bar, while other people are lifting like, I don't know, 250 pounds, you know? So this ain't super heavy. Some people are like, oh my gosh, how do you do that? And I'm like, how do you not do that? Like, this is so not that heavy. Here we got 5. Here we got 6. Here we got 7. Here we got 8. Here we got 9. Here we got 10. 11. 12 right there. Whew. Okay. You guys want some yoga too? I do live by a train. So I hear a train at least once a day, if not twice. I hear a train all the time. Comes through town. It's either Amtrak, where it's transporting people, or it's transporting goods. So no, I don't know. I was scheduled for a phone call at 1:07, so cool. It's not yoga time though, it's strength training time. Huh. Interesting. Getting a lot more job responses, job interviews, and responses to my application. That feels much more normal than how the last 6 months have felt. So that's kind of refreshing. So we better pick up on one of those jobs here soon. Trying to work full time again. Ideally, I kind of wanted to work, well, I have explored so many different options. Yesterday I was kind of on a bank teller kind of finance job imagination type thing. Like I was imagining what it would be like to work as a bank teller, and then I don't know, but like last month I was like super on board with being an office assistant with like a state or a county job. But man, those are competitive. You get like 200 or so people applying, if not more, to those kind of jobs. Are very competitive. Let's go set number 2. You know, now I'm not so surprised that cats get hairballs. I don't have nearly as much fur as they do, and just being around them pretty often, I just feel like I'm gonna like cough up a hairball more often than not nowadays, and it's kind of annoying. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right there. You guys see him? I'm gonna need my water, so I need my Alright, set number 2, done. One more set of those, and then we'll move on to some triceps, and then we'll do a little bit of core, call it a day. I think that'll be just enough to get a nice little pump, get a nice little endorphin boost, and then we can move on with our day. Practicing efficiency in our workouts is key, at least for a lot of people. So I'm practicing that, and I'm exemplifying how that can be done. I'm not sure why you keep wanting to have yoga a part of this. Are you seriously more interested in seeing someone do yoga? Like, there are lots of videos of people doing yoga, but you can go watch them. I'm not personally doing that right now. I'm trying to keep my bones and muscles strong. If you're a yoga instructor, why aren't you doing a class? Have you already done one? Is that what your channel's all about? Nicholas, hello. That is very true. It's very, very saturated, but I mean, you could argue that the whole fitness industry is very saturated as well. But yeah, that is a fact as well. Meditation is therapeutic. All right, we're ready for third set, and then we'll get into some triceps. You know what? Mentally, I have to acknowledge I'm already kind of over the workout. I think two sets, and I'm like, meh. But we'll finish off the triceps and then a little bit of core, and then we'll call it a day. So yeah, hopefully following along, getting a little bit of a workout in. I know it's super slow paced, but if we're all chatting, if we're all having a good time, if we're not in a rush to be anywhere, I know we're trying to practice efficiency as well, but I kind of can't help it. I'm chatting with some and making some friends today too, so we've got to do a little bit of chatting. So yeah, let's get that last set. Say hi. Where is he? I can't see. Oh, there he is. He blends into the freaking chair. Batman, aka Prince. I told that to my boyfriend because technically these are his cats, and I told him that he looks like Batman, and he's like, well, I guess Batman was like the Prince of Darkness, so it works. The Prince. So he might be Batman in my eyes, and he can stay Prince to everybody else. Yeah, last set. We got one. We got two. We got three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right there. All right, we'll take one of these, bring it overhead, don't drop it. And we'll just go straight into, I do pretty good breathing technique. Yeah, we're gonna go straight into, I don't know if you can see, overhead, tricep, I guess extensions, otherwise known as skull crushers. So elbows will stay really close to each other, and the more you have an angle here, so if you're up here, that's probably the easiest level. The more you angle it back here, the harder it is. So I might go just like right in the middle there. So we got 1, we got 2. Oh yeah. For anybody who's new, I'm an awesome CPT personal trainer, so even though that's more of a mechanical thought process of like, depending on where, that's more of just a mechanical thing, more of like an experience you learn as you go. You're like, oh shoot, that burns way more than that. And you just know that I'm speaking from knowledge, from actual knowledge of CPT certification. So here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 right there. My triceps are on fire. Whew. I think even before I started working out, now that I think about it, I was pretty tired. I had a pretty good boost of energy this morning after getting lots of sleep this weekend. What? Oh, okay. And then I got almost all my steps, all 10,000 of my steps done on my treadmill, which I don't know if you can see from here on that treadmill back there. It's where I'll put my laptop on there and I'll walk on my treadmill and get as many steps as I can without getting too tired. Maybe I'll like take a break, sit down for a second if I'm tired at like 5,000, and then when I'm back to it, then I'll get some more done. There he is now, taking a nap on the bed. And then, he's so cute. Yeah, look how cute you are. So cute. And then, whew, continue to get my work done, either sitting or on my treadmill. And I already got about 8,000 of them, 8,000 steps done so far, and it's about halfway through the day, so that's cool. That's a good feeling. I so wish that every day was like that. I just got them all done super quick, but that is just not the reality. But anyways, I'm ready for set number 2. Hopefully you are too. Get it? All right, let's go. Okay. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo. Nice. Set number 2 done. Oh my goodness, I'm almost done. Can't tell if like just having rosy cheeks makes me feel more tired. That doesn't make any sense. No, like I said, just tired from getting all my steps done, and now I'm relatively much more in a much more relaxed place being on the floor. But yeah, let's do that one more time, and then I got some ideas for what we can do for core, and then call it a day, because we're already 40 minutes in, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My goodness. 10, 11, 12. Whew, cool. And on top of being now some certified personal trainer, my goodness, rosy cheeks and everything, I've developed my own programs on my website, and so I'm kind of like an accountability coach now. So if you got goals, I can help you achieve them. And yeah, it's pretty simple how it all works. So I guess it depends on how you want it to be worded. So you tell me your goals, I tell you how to achieve, or I give you a plan basically to daily daily tasks to accomplish every day, so that eventually you get to your goal in terms of nutrition and fitness. And then we check in once a week. Oh my gosh, I cannot think anymore. Yeah, shall we do some sit-ups for the core? And trust me, I'm a lot more professional than this. So basically I've set up programs, whether, yeah, right, that sounds like a plan. It's hard to talk to bigger crowds of people. It's one thing to have interpersonal skills where you just kind of are talking one-on-one to someone, because then you can tailor your words to that person, and you can tell who they are and whatnot, so you can tailor what you want to say specifically to their jargon. But I don't know, you can just kind of relate better to one person at a time. But if there's a lot of people and you have to like say something that's relatable to everybody, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna relate very well to everybody. So I like to curate things specifically to one person at a time, but then that means that I have to say one thing 5 different times, and then my brain's overloaded, and that's just very overwhelming. But basically, in relatable yet unrelatable terms, you got goals, I got the platform or the ways to achieve those goals. And hello, Helen Barkley. I'm good. We're just getting in a little workout. Nice to see you here. I don't know how to crack my neck. No. I'll just leave it at that. Sorry, I'm just kind of in the middle of the conversation about my my programs that I have on my website. So mostly I have mainly my most popular / the one that I kind of advertise the most is my transformation plan. There's also just the breakdown of the nutrition and the fitness separated, but most of the time people need their fitness and nutrition together in a plan so that it's all in sync and that you're doing the right thing. But it's very true that some people know how to strength train and they can train themselves, yada yada, and I trust them to do that. Most of the time, a lot of people can't, and so they just need the full plan. And so that's what I do, is I make their nutrition plan, their training plan, give that to them, and then they follow that, and we check in once a week how they were able to incorporate that within their week, because we're all busy, but we all got 24 hours in a day, so we all make it fit when we can. But then that just means that, you get it done, you let me know how your week was, I make any adjustments, alterations of any kind, and then we move on into the next week. And so you can ask me questions, you can ask me feedback in any of that capacity, and I will always do my best to get back to that. And no, so Helen Barkley, this is a strength training session right now, and I'm talking about my fitness programs, and so I don't know if you're interested or not, but this is totally not about cracking any kind of joints right now. I've gotten that question before. Thank you for laughing. I've gotten that question before of how many hours per week, and not sure how to answer that. Like, it's I don't know if I'm gonna do that either, Helen. Like, I've not been into that kind of stuff for many, many years, and I only did that for the views, and now I'm not really doing anything. in particular that just gets views. I'm actually really not interested in. So if that just means you need to unsubscribe and find someone else who does all of that kind of stuff, then go do that. I need these toe cracking. I need these cracking videos to kind of, these requests for cracking needs to kind of stop. Okay, so you're saying 1 hour per day, 5 days a week. Connor, I'll have to get to you on that one. I've got some thoughts. 1 hour per day, 5 days a week. So you're saying of what your commitment would be, right, Mr. No Comment? Like, you're asking how many hours per week. So you're asking in terms of how many hours do you need to put in for this program, right? Okay. Yeah, I would say for my older people that I work with, they're cool with just training like 3 times a week, and their training sessions are relatively easy, light, not super intense, that kind of a thing. So they only work out like 3 days a week. If you're into working out 4 days a week, I just make you a 4-day training program, and based on your level of intensity is where, we'll find that starting point and then work from there. And I know how to progress exercises and things like that. So, so in terms of how much of a time commitment this is for you, then, I guess it depends on if you're factoring in, like, just the working out part. Are you factoring in, like, the nutrition planning part too? Like, I just want to make sure my answer is perfectly tailored to what you're asking. Yeah, Connor, I gotta get back to what you were saying. What's your analysis of people who are fascinated with cracking videos? Oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously. What's my analysis? Oh gosh. I don't know. Is it just as simple as they have a fascination for it? I personally, there's the type of people who just enjoy it, but then there's anybody who like has some sort of fetish with anything, who just can't not think about it, and whatever that it is, right? Yeah. I don't know. But my analysis, well, all I can really say is from my own experience of being someone who's constantly told to do something from a fetishy standpoint is very, like, uncomfortable. I feel kind of just like I'm a part of it. And so when I was doing a lot more of those kind of videos, I was also in a weird time in my life where I was accepting like situationships, and I was not on really great terms with my parents. I was not very healthy with my friends, like if I even really truly had good friends at the time, right? So my analysis is that if I'm trying to understand them from their perspective, they're so obsessed, so possessed by the weirdness alley of life, if that makes sense. They're just in some sort of tunnel of obsession, and that's like affecting their whole life. And it's almost like misery likes company. Like if some innocent person like I was sees someone really like something and they try to follow or emulate that for the views, and they do. I got like 30 something thousand plus views on a video I did. You guys can probably still see them on my channel, of cracking videos that I've made years back, and I think I've privated at least half of them, if not more, at this point, because I just want them gone. But yeah, like then you just get sucked into it, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. And at the time you're thinking like, oh cool, like I'm doing something that they want or that they like, and that's, you know, good for the crowd. But you start to realize that there's a gap between the people who do normal videos and still get a lot of views, and the people who are obsessed with these cracking videos and popping videos and all these like weird fetishy shit. And you start to realize that you're lingering a little bit more onto the weird side of things, the weird side of YouTube, rather than the normal side of YouTube. And so, you know, I was here, and then I started to come here, then I started to make those videos, started to go off into this direction and into the weird part of YouTube, and then realized, oh shit, I gotta get my way out of here. So I'm trying to stay as far onto this side as possible. Whew. Anyway, that was a lot. Hopefully that answers your question about my analysis. And see, there's another comment that would have in the past reeled me back in. Your back cracking videos in the past are perfect. I think if I were to have made a video and I was just still in that weird place of like, you know, needing that validation of what I've just done was a good thing, and I got something like that, I would be like, oh, all right, well, cool, let's, you know, make some more then, because these people like it. But it just kept inviting more and more and more weirdness. It was just not where I wanted to go in actuality. Like the, you know, reality versus, I don't know, what is that saying? It's like Instagram versus reality. It's like where you thought you were gonna go versus where you actually went to. And so where I thought I was gonna go was just really cool, you know, making lots of videos on this and getting a lot of views, and then, you know, hopefully monetizing and then whatever. But where I was actually going was just in some weird direction, inviting a bunch of different weird people. Anyways, I'm just rehashing the whole thing. Yeah, so a lot of my subscriptions definitely, yeah, were from those videos. So honestly, if I lost like at least 100, I would not be surprised, as they were probably from there. And so now I'm trying to like rebrand my page, and I know that means that I will lose a lot of subscribers. I kind of already have, but then I've also, like, because I'm doing these YouTube lives and I'm meeting more people, I'm, you know, meeting a lot more kind and understanding people like you guys. I'm starting to connect with better people, more normal people. And so, all right, Helen, well, if you can do it so dang great, why aren't you on a live doing it for all the weirdos that like it too? Like, go ahead. It's like you were just re-traumatized. Yeah, seriously. Anyway, so just when you think you're just going in for a sip, you go in for a chug. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I consider you a very normal person, and I'm glad we made connection. Alright, so shall we get in a little bit of core, and then we'll call it a day? I mean, unless if we're having a good time, we just want to keep talking, that's probably doable for me. I mean, I'm just gonna figure out what I need to do next on my schedule and figure out what I'm doing this evening, and yeah, kind of just go from there. But for now, I guess I wanted to do some Russian twists. I did that last time. One of you guys mentioned sit-ups earlier, and I was like, yeah, you know, that's actually a really good idea. Doing some sit-ups or some like toe touches or some heel touches, all these different names to signify different things, or some side oblique V-up crunches. Yeah, I agree. Exercising and eating healthy is definitely the right path. 100%. Yeah. I guess you make a good point. I just kind of made some sort of connection in my own head that I've been kind of trying to go on the right path for, I guess, a long time, but we all lose our ways every once in a while, and then come back to our usual ways. So I'm gonna do some toe touches first, so just in case if you're doing them with me and you want to know what I'm talking about, I'm just covered in hair right now. I wonder if you could see myself in the mirror here. Oh goody, Batman is back. Okay, so heels are up, facing towards the ceiling, and then your crunch and up, touching your toes. Crunch. Oh, you're so cute. Ugh. Not gonna lie, my chest is rather sore right now. I can feel it. Just trying to keep my arms up. Got 5, 6, got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My outfit is definitely gonna need to be washed, because I think that this carpet, this white carpet in particular, seems like this carpet is full of cat hair, which is why I'm like covered. I feel like I'm gonna have a fur ball at some point today. So we'll see. I almost think my cats need a bath here soon too. Oh my goodness, my dear Batman. He is. Ugh. He thinks my hand is here at this level so that I can pet him, and that's not quite true. Yeah, you're right, Connor. This Helen Barkley doesn't seem like that. What the heck? Helen Barkley, what you are is a troll. That's what you are. Excuse me. Alright, round 2. And then I'm ready to call it a day. I could really use a little pick-me-up cat nap myself, but I really ought to vacuum. My boyfriend did a pretty good job vacuuming yesterday before we left for our hike, but there's some details he kind of missed out on, so I'll just kind of go over the rug and a little bit of the details he missed out on. He did a pretty good general cleaning though, so yeah. Anyway, moving on. And then I'm thinking, even though Batman's pretty clean, he cannot reach his own back. And I don't know, there's just times where he's like shedding. Wow. Sheds a lot. So if there was just a way for him to get like constantly, oh, hello. If there was just a way for him to get brushed like 17 times a day, maybe he wouldn't shed so much. But since we don't do that because we have better things to do, he just instead sheds everywhere, and then we just end up vacuuming and whatnot. So anyways, next set, call it a day. Although I haven't done bicycles in a really long time, I might actually do some of those too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And funny fact about this cat too, he doesn't mind being pet with your foot. Let's see if he can, there we go. Doesn't mind being pet by my foot. In fact, it almost seems like he prefers it. It is pretty funny. And then it's much easier for me. He loves finding fox poop as soon as possible after he's, oh my gosh. Really? When does he just roll in it? That is so funny. That is not something you hear every day here in America. Fox poop. Like, that is too funny. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of bicycles. Okay. Oh, why do cats hate you? They might just hate people in general. Or they're just scaredy cats. Like, you know, they just... Like this cat, Batman. Not really afraid of people. Or just hisses at other cats. But Sleepy, oops, that's his tail. But Sleepy, his little cat brother, is a scaredy cat, and he just runs away when there's loud noise. So he's in the closet right now because I'm on YouTube Live right now. Like, he's just afraid of everything. It's very entertaining to see what these cats do on day-to-day wins. So yeah, as a workout, I gotta go cough up a fur ball now, and then go change my clothes and vacuum and just get back to my routine. But it was really great to take some time to get in a little bit of a workout and to hopefully inspire and motivate couple of you guys to get in a workout, and no matter what capacity that is for you. And at the very least, we got to chat it up, get to have a nice conversation, and I will be back trying to maintain the schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12. So, I'm trying to make YouTube, or what are they called? Trying to schedule YouTube lives like in advance so that I can just kind of hop on when I'm ready. But we'll see. So, so Wednesday should be my next one. I think like random YouTube lives are kind of fun too, just to kind of see. But at the same time, nothing is as nice as just getting on. Just getting on a good schedule and a good routine. Sorry, I'm kind of reading these as I think too. That's really cool. No, I've not ever had any... Wait, that's not true. Okay, as a kid, I had a mouse as my first pet, and I named it Snowball because it was white. And I guess I liked snowballs. I was learning about snowballs at the time. And then I had some bunnies, and then I had some chickens. What else have I had? My grandma had a bird at one point, and I lived with my grandma, so I've been around birds at different times in my life. I'm curious as to what that job is. I got a job done I've been putting off for almost half a year. So I had a productive day too. What was that task? I'm so curious, if you don't mind me asking. That definitely does sound like a win. I know there's certain things that just kind of get on that back burner, and whatever they are, sometimes you just need that background noise. That's kind of my theory on that. Sometimes just some enjoyable background noise of some kind, someone talking, some music playing, something that kind of gets you. Sometimes I'm like, I'll sign up for a webinar that I want to listen to because I like the topic of the webinar, but then I don't even end up taking notes on it or anything because I'm actually like motivated to take care of a task. So I understand if you got something productive done, and that's really awesome. So yeah, that is pretty cool, and I will leave it at that. It's already been 70 minutes. Okay, peace out, y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.